welcome back to another episode on the single player Let's Play that I'm doing here. Sitting down here, enjoying the new lovely building that we have going on. And also, I realized I never mentioned, but in this world, we're going to have to use shaders quite a bit whenever we're underwater, because check this out. Let's turn this off here. Bloop. It just immediately loses its effect, but oh man, welcome back to another episode. It does still look kind of cool though. The unfortunate thing is you just can't see things very far without shaders. So yeah, once I dive into the water, it's gone, but it does kind of look cool, I suppose. But let's turn that back on for a bit. There we go. Very nice. Anyways, welcome back. If I sound pretty nasally and gross in this episode, that's because my allergies are just hitting me super bad right now. Man, springtime, it's beautiful, but allergies suck. So, today we've got some big plans, and jobs that I gotta do that are very important. I've been working a little bit on... we might drown since we don't have our helmet on. We gotta get back in range of the conduit. There we go. We've been working on some farms and stuff, and we'll show those off. But we have two major plans today, specifically revolving around the city. So, the first plan is the village. Yes, the village. I have made the executive decision that the floating village, I'm not going to get rid of the docks over here, but the floating village has to go, unfortunately. It casts a weird shadow down below. I don't really like that. And also, it kind of just looks janky. So I don't want to have to go through and have to fix up the whole village. If we want to make a floating city up above, we can make one later, but we got to remove all of this. So that's going to be a hefty project. I have already, as you can see, removed all of the villagers, though. They're sitting in a little hole over yonder. So all saved. The only thing here left is this one iron golem who has never left this roof. So, yeah, that is plan number one. And then plan number two is, back under here in the water, we need to really get this building finished, because my storage up there is horrendous. We'll show that off in a second. But we need to get working on this. We need to finish the sides. So in the last episode, we just worked on the front facade, basically. Let me throw this stuff on so I can actually move faster. Now we need to add the front facade onto pretty much all four sides, but we're going to also add like an entire section of the building back here. So it's going to kind of come off and go like out to, I don't know, maybe about right here or so. And that is going to be the storage room. And it's going to have a big glass roof, so you can look up and see the ocean above you. And I think that is going to look super cool, but it is also incredibly necessary that we do that first before we work on any other buildings. Because, man, I am so sick of my storage system that I have going on. Yes, the storage system is a mess. Also, sorry, I realized I didn't have my Minecraft audio turned on down there, but we're up and running now. Look at this mess. This is actually horrendous. It is surprisingly slightly sorted, so like all of our mob drops and stuff. But I can't live like this anymore. It has been so bad. And yeah, I'm kind of sick of just being right here in this area that's unfinished. We gotta get some stuff going. But there were a couple farms I mentioned that I've worked on. We've also got like, a spider farm. We've got a zombie farm. We've also recently built, in between the last episode, and now we built an iron farm. I'm pretty excited to learn more mechanics like this in Java, because this was really cool, because in Bedrock, iron farms don't work like this at all, but this is a pretty cool mechanic. Man, they're loud when they die. But here, we've already gotten some iron, and I think I put like a whole stack of iron blocks in my ender chest as well. So, yeah, that's been really, really cool and nice having. Let me go show you the other project that I've been working on that has been surprisingly entirely, sucky. I hated it. So to preface, it revolves around, of course, these blocks. That's right. We've made a guardian farm, and we've got to get a lot of specifically these blocks right here, the dark prismarine. And let me just show you some of what I've had to go through to get to it. So in order to make a guardian farm, I've had to learn a lot of new mechanics that just aren't a thing in Java, or sorry, in Bedrock, but are a thing in Java, such as I had to figure out how to get onto the nether roof, make a hole in the nether roof, which is pretty cool, I gotta say, being able to build up here. Then I had to learn how to make a guardian farm, and I'm going to link the guardian farm down in the description. I didn't really show off how I built it because it's not mine, but it's from Ian X04, I believe. It has produced insane amounts of this stuff and fish, and it's amazing. So I'm going to link that down below. It is super nice. Let's hop over to the overworld now. So yes, as we climb up above a ocean monument right here that we're right on top of, you can see our prismarine farm. Super simple, actually. I actually love this. This was not difficult at all, and we AFK up on that platform over there. I figured I'd hurry and just show real fast how this farm does work, though. Basically, I'm just standing way over here, far away from the monument, which is allowing only those guys to spawn in that section of the monument. Occasionally we got some escapees, but they're all getting pushed up by the bubble columns. They hop around on the scaffolding and eventually flop their way in through the portals. And man, you can just see how efficient this thing is, even with all of the guardians that get out. It is not a problem at all. Eventually they'll swim away, despawn, and they'll just start flopping on their way back into here. And man, it is so impressive, the rates of how simple of a farm this is. And I'm sure there's ways of making it even better. Not that I really have to, though, because I will never use that much prismarine. But very nice, Ian X04. Again, both of the links down in the description for both of the farms. All right, but I think it is time to get working on taking down the village. If you see a cool time-lapse of me destroying the whole thing, it means I successfully figured out replay mod. And if you don't see a awesome time-lapse, it means I failed. Let's do this. All right, so I have this cool little new mod. I'm gonna get used to messing with it a bit more, but it's pretty nice. Anyways, let's turn this off. So there we go. We've got our whole village chopped down. Pretty quick, I'd say, but definitely took a lot longer than I thought it would, and we didn't even touch the island part. That, I think, is gonna have to be a thing I just slowly grind off on, or that sounds wrong, slowly work on, and also maybe in the next episode, I'm not sure, I might just start tearing it down slowly, bit by bit. But if you were ever wondering how much materials you get from a village, here it is. Just a whole bunch of random stuff. I noticed there is a serious amount of wood stairs here. So if we grab all of our wooden stairs, there you go. If you ever tear down a village, you'll have plenty of oak wooden stairs to last you quite some time. But yeah, we got a lot of materials here, and that's actually going to be really helpful. We also grabbed us this orange cat that was left here and wasn't despawning at all, so we named it Baby, a little reference to my parents' cat that they own. So yep. All right, well, there we go. We'll call that an accomplishment for today. I hope you guys saw a cool replay mod. I think it worked. Anyways, we gotta dive. Oh, we gotta hurry and turn on shaders so we can see. So, I think we should just get working right away on this part of the building and see where that gets us. All right, so there we have it. We got these sides put in, mostly. So let's take a swim around. So this was our front side, and as you can see, it looks a little bit thicker now. It's looking much more like a building, actually, instead of a little slab, which I'm very happy about. And then, yeah, we've got these sides. Now, as you can see, this side right here, it kind of just ends. And same with this back side. We need to make a large addition still. And then, yeah, it just continues all the way around. Now, I didn't do the windows on all four sides on the top. If I want to do that, I can add them in later, obviously. And then coming on inside, we still just have the small room. But eventually, we're going to be able to tear out these stone walls, and it will expand the entire room by, oh, I don't know, 3 or so in each direction. 2 or 3 in each direction. So that should be a large upgrade to this room. And, of course, it will lead, we'll walk right through these doors. It'll probably be a bigger, nice, beautiful archway, of course. But we'll be able to walk through, and this will be our lovely storage room right here, where we're going to add in the rest of the building. So we should probably get going on that pretty soon here. But I don't remember if I mentioned it. Maybe I did? I can't remember. But I got fish! Look at that! Yeah, look. There's some more fish, and they kind of just swim around in these little packs. They don't, like, stay in the pack of, like, their one type, though, which is what they do naturally before I grabbed them with buckets. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me see if I can find any more. I only brought in about a inventory and a ender chest of, like, buckets of fish. So there's not a ton of them, but we'll keep grabbing more and more, and slowly we'll just make this lake feel a little bit alive, a little populated. I mean, look at that view right there. We've got a pack right there, there, and there. Or I guess they're not called packs, they're called schools. A school of fish. So yeah, pretty cool. And I'm super excited. At some point, we're going to have to get some, like, turtles in here. Because I realized I placed some turtles in a creative test world, and they swim all around super fast. And from the inside, when you're, like, looking out, you can see the fish, of course, but the turtles look so cool when they swim by. So we're going to have to grab some turtles and throw them in here at some point. Maybe a little turtle breeding, like, machine that just shoots turtles in here. So yeah. Anyways, one major problem with the tower upgrade, because we expanded the walls, we can see some issues up here. So on these two sides, we're a block short, and on the back side, we are 2 blocks short. And that means we're going to actually have to pretty much tear down the entire roof and rebuild it so that it's the correct size. So we're probably not going to do that in this episode. We're going to have to, I might just do that on my own time, because that's going to take a bit of time to do, and I'm not looking forward to it, I got to be honest. But, yeah, this is starting to look really cool. And we've got to get going on, I guess, this storage room. So let's do that right now. Okay, so we're just cooking up some cactus here. I don't have much. I made a little temporary farm. Not temporary. It actually might be the official cactus farm. It's just a little tiny one in the hole in a hole in the ground over there. Yeah, it's produced at least 32 cactus, so hopefully that'll be enough. I'm not really sure, but we need the green dye for green glass for the roof of this new section. So this section will be the storage room, and it looks pretty bland from the outside, I have to admit. I'm not like a crazy big fan of how it looks from the outside, but from the inside, so let's come on in and give a vision of what we're going to be working with here. You'll walk up to this, you know, big, huge, grand entrance section, and you'll walk in. This won't even be here, so you'll be able to see in, I guess. But there's going to be like this cool roof that will be made out of glass, so you can see the ocean up above. It looks really cool when the shaders are on and the light streams are coming through. And then we have all this space, and I made the windows here stone so that if we do end up putting chests or whatever, we had like a kind of backdrop to work on instead of it just being glass windows everywhere. So yeah, unfortunately I'm gonna have to figure out how to drain this entire thing. I think that's gonna be a theme of a lot of building in the lake. I'm gonna have to figure out how to drain a lot of stuff. I've raided 2 ocean monuments, and this is all we have so far, so we need to get, like, way more sponges. So, yeah, once all that cactus is smelted up, we can turn it into some green glass and get working on this roof to finish up this building from at least an exterior point of view. And we got to add a bunch of details. There's a lot of detail work I want to add. All the little plant life, of course, is really nice, the coral and such. But we also need to do some signage. In Bioshock, there's signs everywhere. There's signs outside, there's signs inside of the buildings. And so we need to start doing that. So I think I'm going to put a big sign here, and maybe at some point we can do like a sign here, like going all the way across, that says like storage, maybe? I don't know. Or even on the back side here, to kind of start giving a 360 view around this building, because one of the big things is we may have like one main view right from there to this building, but obviously with it being a city, you can wander the entire city, and you want to see the perspective of all 4 sides of whatever building we do. So yeah, let's get our smelted dye and get working on this top. So we've got our roof partially in, and then all we're going to be doing is grabbing some glass here. We're going to bring it all the way across, and we're going to do this on, of course, all 4 sides. Fill this in, and then, oh, I wonder if this will work. Probably won't work very well since we still have water in here, but if we pull this all the way over, like so, there you go. Now, when we're down here and we walk into the room, ooh, yeah, it looks really bad with the water inside, actually. But, once we get it drained, it makes these really cool, like, roofs that are green. They kind of look like a little gross and mossy. It makes the water look a little greener and huey. So yeah, that's pretty much all we gotta do. And there it is. The roof completely done. Here's our inside view. Pretty soon it's gonna look pretty snazzy as the sun comes through. The reason we're tearing out the like village up there is so the sun actually can hit this stuff, because it's currently like blocking a lot of the stuff. So I do want the sun to be able to shine through. But yeah, as you can see, we've got our whole room from the inside, and I've spent too much time draining this stinking thing of all the water. We even kind of tore out all of the like bottom of the ocean stuff. I am kind of surprised. There's like a good spot right here. There's just like lava everywhere down here. Like it's the entire place. So that might be a problem. I'm not sure, but at least I know where I can get tons of obsidian, I guess. But yes, here we go. The sun is coming in. Look at that. Oh, it looks so cool. Yeah, this will hopefully be our storage room, and I have no idea what we'll do, but we'll do something. We'll have all of our chests in here somehow, and it's gonna look super cool. Now, we've obviously got a ton of detailing to do in here. The whole place is just, you know, empty, old, I guess, feeling. But yeah, oh, look at how cool that looks. Shaders on right now. Let's take a look at it with this off real fast. I'd say it's still pretty cool. It's not as cool, of course, but it does look really neat being able to look up into the green glass right there. It makes it look a little old. Let's turn shaders back on. There we go. And I don't know why the light rays aren't coming in. Oh, there we go. Yep, looks sweet, but let's swim outside and take a look at it from the outside. There we go. Looks pretty cool. It's a little bit bland. I've got a lot of detailing to do on the whole build still, but it definitely looks pretty cool. Not as cool as it does from the inside, I will say, but I think once we start building a ton of other buildings and whatnot, any imperfections on like this building or any other buildings, they'll be less noticeable, or things that I don't like as much. Like I for some reason don't like how but I think it's still good. Anyways, let's get a whole bunch of detailing done real fast, and add in just the final touches of the exterior and call it good for at least the exterior of this build. And there we have it. Sam's. Yes. This is looking pretty cool, I gotta say. Really like seeing all those glow squid up there. That's cool. Yeah, so there we go. We've got our first little sign for the city. Obviously named after me. And then we've got these really cool... I figured this is like probably the only time in Minecraft that I'll ever be able to use sea pick amps. Threw sea pickles around, and it just looks really cool when you're far away. It starts to get this weird little shimmer and stuff. I like it. Then we obviously went around, threw in a bunch of different plant life all over the place. But yeah, I think that pretty much concludes this exterior of the build. I'm very happy with how it looks. Let's hurry and sleep. Yeah, there we go. So with the sun coming in, you can kind of see the plant life all on top of the roof there. It looks really cool. And then in my test world, I put a whole bunch of fish and sea turtles up above there, and just see them, you know, swim around and stuff and sitting there and whatever. It was super cool. So I'm really excited to get a lot more fish put into the lake so that we can continually see the things swimming by. But I think that just about... Our helmet. In fact, let's take off everything. There we go. I think that pretty much wraps up today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy this little upgrade to the building. I think it looks super cool. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I sure enjoyed getting this work done, and I'm looking forward to finally moving in my storage and getting the rest of the things in order so we can really start working efficiently on this world. So, anyways, hopefully you all enjoyed the video and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Some might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free. I am my heart's only owner, or at least I used to be. 'Cause now a wildfire is raging deep inside, and my heartstrings are pulling like the tide. And the match that drew a spark was a single stolen kiss.